What does radical performance art look like when the images from Abu Ghraib look like radical performance art? What is science fiction when creationism becomes official policy? When some US politicians are sincerely waiting for the rapture. And they believe that the UN is the Antichrist. What the hell is performance when Conan the Barbarian became governor of California twice in a reality show called California? Coño, I ask myself rhetorically, what else is there to transgress? Who can artists shock, challenge, enlighten? Who is listening? What else should I do? Give birth to yet another performance persona on a stage? America's most wanted inner demon? Should I burn my brand or my green card at the steps of the Museum of Contemporary Art? Bare my soul at the altar of despair? Masturbate in the name of democracy and freedom on YouTube? Curse Jehovah or Allah? Show up naked at the Alamo with my red stilettos and black cane? Auction my left testicle on eBay? You tell me, Kimosabe. But no, carnales, I won't celebrate the Democratic Party this year. The fact is, I don't believe in government. I don't think it is possible to correct the problem from within the system. We have all tried. It doesn't work. The system is the problem. And politics is the art of manipulating the system to perpetrate problems. Being a radical within the system is a mere prestidigitation act, part of the spectacle of radicalism that media consumers require to feel alive and authenticate their extreme designer identities. In my world, the Batos and Jainas I would propose as presidential candidates are not even politicians. They are artists and literati, visionaries, not functionaries. The country would like to live in only exists in planet poetry, planet performance, where imagination is the law, art is part of everyday life, and everyone practices what they believe. Imagination is my nation. That's where I wish to live and die. The crucial question here is, where does one find the spiritual energy to continue when you don't believe in mainstream politics and institutionalized religion gives you the creeps? What to do when you are too old to belong to a subculture and participate in the global rave, and too strange to get a chic job in academia? Where do we locate our dissent when dissent is a corporate product, an HBO special, a perfume par femme, the scent of resistance, descente, and a chic extreme suicide? Or when kids can simply wear a t-shirt that says art is resistance and they think the job is done? What to do when all master discourses and epic narratives of hope are bankrupt? I mean, which is the best energy drink? Do male enhancers really work? And since 9/11, as my meta-horizons began to fade, I became obsessed with hope, its spiritual source and location. Is hope a deep feeling of expansion located on the chest, the abdomen, or the sphincter? Is it a distant marker in the horizon that directs our actions, or a mysterious spiritual energy that propels you into the unknown against the laws of gravity? Is hope a matter of quantum physics, a form of poetic will, witchcraft? Does hope put you at odds with the state? I mean, if so, what to make of the fact that Obama and his audacity of hope are now failed state policy? Will I vote in the next elections? I'm not sure yet. Unlike the presidential candidates, my hope is never connected to God, country, economy. My hope is located somewhere else, in obscure books, films and performances, in small communities that exist under the radar of the media, in the political streets of our cities, in late-night conversations at a bar full of outsiders, in animal species I have never seen. My hope is always located on the other side of the border or the mirror. In this very moment, my hope is located in your arms. Love. Is love still an option? Love in times of war, disease, and global warming? Love amidst earthquakes and floods, under red alerts and a suspicious, very suspicious purple moon colored by smog and chemical waste? Is it possible to love as if 9/11 and the invasion of Iraq never happened? As if America was a true democracy and an active member of the world community? Can we love as if the Patriot Act never existed? As if the earth wasn't mortally wounded? As if we had open borders and open hearts? I think we can. Love can certainly help us continue, but only so far. A few more miles, a couple of months, and then we encounter yet another abyss. Like right now, I'm facing yet another abyss. My beautiful peers, you. Can I stage dive at 55? Should I? I mean, I would love to stage dive into your arms, but if I miscalculate the risk, one of you will sue the Hemi. But what if I call my stage dive performance art? Can I get away with murder? So what about art? Is art our salvation? In the past, art has saved me from deportation, jail, and mental hospitals, too. Naming my antisocial behavior art has saved me from the jaws of the police, the Border Patrol, and the IRS. True. But I talk about art as critical thought and embodied theory, not as object or market. I talk about art as in uncompromising art practice, not as in the art world. The art world is full of compromises, humiliation rituals, complicated power negotiations. It takes a special skill to survive it. If you comply too much, you lose your voice, your sharp edges, your culo. You become someone else you dislike. And one day, when you least expect it, they send you back to the margins where you wait and wait for a second chance that rarely comes. Or should you succeed in preserving your ethics uncompromised, you will eventually be rendered so marginal that no one will know that it was your choice in the first place to remain inconsequential. What if I die in the service of art, like the Italian live artist Pippa Bacca, who was tragically murdered in Turkey as she traveled across Eastern Europe as a bride for peace? So, between being an art world darling, culi pronto, and being poor and bitter, I'd rather choose to be an uncompromising dandy, an insider-outsider, a mariachi with a big mouth, a performing contradiction, if you will. Contradiction is the name of my favorite lotion. And my job as a performance artist is to avoid simplistic definitions, trends, and adjectives, to remain slippery and evanescent while I continue to ask irritating questions, hopefully in original ways. What a bizarre job. And I get paid for it. Kind of. Merde, I'm so moody today. I feel like an existential wolf that went to sleep in the Arctic Circle and woke up on the rooftop of a Manhattan skyscraper. Ow! Community. I wonder if community is still a source of hope. Community is one of our obsessions. We all long to belong to a larger we because we are obsessed precisely with what we lack. But you know, locals, communities of sameness drive me up the wall, conjure my asthma, give me acute vertigo and claustrophobia. My community is not confined by ideological, national, or ethnic boundaries. Mine is a community of difference, and therefore it is fragmented, ever-changing, and temporary, always temporary, and that's how I like it. Besides, no one belongs to only one community, not even the Christian right, not even my Chihuahua, Siegfried Babalu. He hangs out with rodents, marsupials, and ghosts. Like Babalus, my peers are scattered all over the pinche planet. Howling outsiders jumping all over the planet. Some of you are my peers, others are total strangers in my beautiful community of strangers. I long for my peers every night, and hopefully you long for me as well. And every now and then, when we get together, we lick each other's wounds and dance until the morning after, like rabid kangaroos, and then we fall asleep in a circle of accidental bodies, and we dream of a better present. In this imaginary place we dream about, artists and writers are actually needed and taken care of. In this imaginary place we have universal medical insurance, a decent low-rider car, and a great studio space in the bohemian hood of our choice. We don't have to write grants. Yeah. And we get paid decently for what we do, and what we do matters. We make important decisions and fix concrete problems for society. In this imaginary place we dream about, schools, hospitals, even airports are reconceptualized and designed by artists. The daily papers are written by philosophers, novelists, and poets. We have ongoing access to electronic media where we make people think, remember, imagine, and laugh. We collaborate not just with other artists. We collaborate with lawyers, doctors, activists, religious leaders, scientists in the great project of co-imagining a better future for the borderless community of humankind. Sounds so pinche corny, but so appealing, que no? In this imaginary place, there is a place for everyone. Okay, almost everyone. Since no one knows why we are here in this pinche planet, we all have the same right to exist. Thank you.